if you're logged in right now, this is not the show. We need to make sure we need to make sure the audio and everything is good.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like a secret agent. Like, all right, hold on. I'm
You
trying.
are.
I'm on my phone trying to make sure that we're coming through. It still says upcoming.
Does it say that?
It does.
Oh, sorry.
I can hear it.
Yeah, so it's coming through there. Coming through this here. All right, so we're gonna give it, guys, one more minute because we do this live at 6:30.
Okay. So I'll turn it down.
Anybody online? Just you?
Just me, and I did the hearts to see if they would come up.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah's on.
Sarah,
So we
hey.
can see it here.
Oh,
Sarah,
nice.
greetings. How are you? So this is our very first live on Rope.
Yeah.
We're gonna start here in just a minute. We typed out notes.
We're so nervous. Sarah, you know we are just
We are
tech
such nerds.
giants.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Actually, I remember I used to be the one everybody would call, like, come fix my computer. I feel like I've lost that. Mr. X.
What's up, Mr. X?
Hey. How are you?
So what do we
Okay, I
got?
am on, says Mr. X.
7 peeps. All right, so we're gonna give it one more minute. We're gonna start this at 31, and of course we have to stop at 25 or 30 because we have another show to do right after this.
Hey,
So-
Pammer.
Hey, Pam. What's going on?
So excited. I love Pammer.
So guys, let's see here.
Heather Mine, hey, both from the UK. Thank you for your interesting videos. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, so like I said, we have notes. We're gonna go ahead and start this. So first, welcome to the first live on Rope.
Right. Yes. We're really excited. This is our last video, but don't panic.
This is our last video on Rope.
On Rope, but
We need funeral music.
No, stop! Oh my gosh, stop! Because where's the Villa Arcana sign? I mean,
It's
it
out of view.
every week at 7:00, we're gonna post a brand new mystery on Villa Arcana. So it's like we're just moving houses. We're not really going anywhere. We're just
And the stuff on the new channel is just outstanding. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. So we one last thing is we might be doing lives on this channel in the future. So just keep your eyes open for that. We're not going to be doing any more reports, just lives. Maybe.
Right, on this channel. But every week we are going to crank out another mystery, something very interesting, maybe ones you've never heard of before.
And before we move on, let me just say this. We are trying out this brand new feature. What we're doing is we have the ability, we think, to play clips in the background and not just have a static live stream like we usually do. So as we fumble at this, please be patient.
Yes. Before I introduce the first video, GODS, God's Pet, hello. Francis, hello. Papa Green, hello. Paul C., hello. Francis, Paul, hello, hello. Okay. Yeah. So we want to go down kind of a walk down memory lane of what we have done this past 18 months here on Rope, and we wanted to show you some clips from some of our most memorable, I guess,
I don't know
videos.
if it's working.
So while Damon's clicking,
It's not working.
Oh,
We were really hoping that we are going to be able to play these clips for you.
well, yeah, we might be able to. So Damon is doing some tech stuff. So
Yeah, what's going on?
yeah, I'm wondering. So now that we are just live, David Lancaster, welcome to the live. You just moved, so that worked. That you moved us to the corner.
Yes.
Okay.
But there's nothing
Okay.
playing. What?
Well, yeah. All right. So while he's doing that, I
This
am
is
curious.
sad. We set up this whole thing. We spent quite a bit of time putting together a few things for you guys. Yeah, it's sad.
So
Okay.
browse.
So yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I already did the other, so.
A CIA operative that just played the part of Nedeljkovic's friend.
Our
At
first
some
video.
point, prior to
Right here.
these dinner meetings, Nedeljkovic
Look at
was
how
secretly
horrible.
recruited by the CIA to act as an interpreter in top secret, highly sensitive meetings. His position was so secret.
Okay, that's enough. So So that was our very first video on rope, and it came out March 24th. Now, if you watch the whole thing, you'll see it's a bit cringe. I talk super slowly.
Yeah, but
It's very difficult to try to be entertaining when you're talking to a camera when you've never done it before. I was a financial planner, and then I got into this.
yeah, of course we wanted to start this live stream with just whatever technical difficulties we could muster up, and we sure did. So I wonder how many of you remember Project Mirage, like Damon said, about 18 months ago, our first video. Something that I really liked in that video was the music and the background sounds. And I think that's something that you've been super consistent with the whole time we have been doing this whole YouTube career, if that's what you want to call it, this whole YouTube journey.
Yeah. But if you guys want to check it out, it does... I don't know. I think it's got a lot of interesting points to it, right? It's about the CIA faking alien abductions. And the information that Amy got was absolutely outstanding.
Right. Yeah, it was absolutely fascinating, especially when the gentleman, Bosco Nedeljkovic, talked about how they sprayed hallucinogens over farm fields. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So the next one.
So the next one that Damon is going to pull up actually almost hit 500,000 views. So this one was about a man named Paul Sinclair, who had experiences with the Men in Black. Some of you might remember this, but let's roll that clip from our Men in Black. Almost 500,000 views.
Have you ever had the feeling that you're being watched?
So slow again.
Reports of mysterious, strange individuals have come in for decades. It's been said that certain people run into these watchers more often than others. And although odd, most of the times, these strange individuals just blend in.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So,
Let's stop now.
yeah, so again, I was still talking slowly. I thought it was really interesting that we got 500,000 views on that.
I did too.
That really blew my mind.
And somebody must have seen it and told Paul Sinclair, because lo and behold, we get a comment from Paul. And I thought it was hilarious because he's like, hey, why didn't you contact me? And I was like, oh my gosh, we did. I emailed you on this date, and I made a comment on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. Well, that was really well done. And of course, we were like,
And up until that point, I think that really we hadn't had a lot of contact with what we want to think of as famous, successful people. So we thought, oh my God, wow.
Yeah, and so that was a huge compliment. And so the next one that Damon is going to pull up. Many of you have probably heard this story everywhere. John Teeter. And boy, this one, I want to hide under a rock while you play this, because I think you're playing Amy's interview.
Yeah.
Oh
so you guys, so in the very beginning, Amy was a big part of the production, but a lot of people didn't know that. Right? And so, you know me, I'm absolutely in love with her. She's just an amazing person. She's really added so much value to my life. So I wanted everybody in the world to know that she's part of the team. But I was the face and she was the research. So I kind of talked her into it. I kind of, pulled her over and said, I want you to be in the video. So then we started the Amy's interviews. You remember those? But in the very beginning, this is one of the very first ones, we were petrified. We had no idea. Right. So we set up a chair on each side of the fireplace. It looked like a Cracker Barrel meeting.
The Cracker Barrel.
And we had cue cards to help us remember what to say.
Right.
And as you watch, I'm overly dramatic and I'm going, so you're saying that there were 2 cars. It's so stupid.
And
anyway.
I'm like, that's all, folks.
See if we can
was
pull it up here.
terrible. I was so nervous, and me being a teacher, Damon called them cue cards, but I got the big teacher chart paper and then put, remember to say this, and this is a name of a person. Don't forget this person's name. All right, roll that nasty footage.
There's 2 1967 Corvettes with the same VIN number and in Florida, even.
Yes, but there's more. In a statement by vintage car law specialist Brian Shook, he said, quote, "We believe the present owner of the cloned vehicle, he or she is an innocent bystander."
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Keep interrupting. He actually said,
Oh my God, shut up, Damon.
cloned?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I was so nervous that I was going to say the person's name wrong, right? Because then, of course, we got to do the whole take all over again. It was really a disaster, so I apologize for that. I love you guys, and it wasn't that I didn't know the story, that I didn't do the research, because I did. But
It's not as easy as it looks.
the minute the camera started rolling, I'm like, vintage car lawyer special.
Yeah.
And I would just forget everything.
But the information that she provided was
That was cool.
insane.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched that, my brother actually voices all of the words from John Teeter.
That was so
and there's a
cool.
lot of information out there. And so, because John Teeter left a whole bunch of information all over these message boards. So what we did is we put together his life from birth until he went back to his own timeline.
Right.
One of the things he said he did was he bought a Corvette. No, he got a Corvette for the military, I think.
Right,
I don't
in the
remember.
future.
In the future, in like 37.
Right.
And he went back in time, but he left the Corvette. So we were thinking, okay, if that's true, and he went to the future in a different vehicle, well, there should be two identical Corvettes, right? So in that episode, Amy actually finds information, solid information, that there are two Corvettes
Right.
with the exact same VIN number, and one is like 20 years behind the other in time, or whatever. But
was pretty
the thing is that the information was spot on. It was great. The delivery was horrible. So, yeah.
I like the DNA so much better now. The next video that Damon is going to pull up is, some of you might remember, and I see that you're commenting. I can't read a ton of them, but if at any point you want to comment like, "Oh, I joined on this video," or "I
for
remember
sure,
the
for
first
sure.
video I saw you do was this one," but the next one that we're going to talk about is Bella Quiche, and he was supposedly a vampire, and some people say he's still alive today because there is no evidence that he ever died. But I feel like you really started to get your groove in this one. You told our experience meeting a very strange man in Home Depot. You did a really great job. So let's watch that.
And this was this really happened to us. This part of it.
Well, one night in February of 2023,
There's that slow talk
Amy and
again.
I were in Home Depot, and I struck up a conversation with this young man. He was perhaps in his mid-30s, and he had a very distinguished look about him that I'm sure I will never forget. He had jet black hair, and it was slicked straight back, and he had very dark eyes. His skin was oddly pale, and as far as I could tell, it was blemish-free. He had no wrinkles, freckles, or scars of any type that I could see. This is odd, right? Because every one of us has some kind of blemish.
Well, that was interesting. That background, though, on that one. I mean, come on.
Oh,
We
that's
actually-
right.
we
That's right. That's
actually
right.
Built a
Oh,
background,
Lord.
right? Our house is really just whatever episode we're doing.
Yeah,
is,
that's right.
Yeah. What?
Our entire house. We have a house kind of out in the woods, and the entire house is YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all it is. And I remember being so excited in the very beginning of Rope, and I remember calling my brother. And if you guys have watched the episode where I talk about Satan in our family
on Bellarcana.
and on Velarcana,
Yeah.
if you've watched that, and if you haven't, you got to watch it.
Yeah.
But and don't worry, I've learned how to talk since then. But if you watch it, you'll see my brother. He's the guy that voiced John Teeter, and so I called him up, right? And he's a world. He travels the world for work.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome guy. And I said, "Hey, Mark, what do you think? You think it's good?" And he goes, "Well," you'll never forget. He goes, "You're getting there." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, what's up with the background? It's all CGI, or it's like, what is that?" I'm like, I thought it was cool. He's like, no, you need a solid background. So Amy and I, stupid. Amy and I, what we do is we reproduce. We go to Home Depot. We buy all the stuff we need. We come into the studio. We take down the green screen, and we build a studio that looks exactly like the green screen. Why? I don't know. It's like continuity we're trying to keep. Right. Anyway, so if you watch Bella Quiche, you'll see that is a real set, but it looks identical to the set that we had in all of season 1. So.
But I had fun, right, doing some crafting, right, buying those letters and literally wrapping them in rope, and I don't know. It was nice to be able to do that and put different things on the shelves.
Things you do chasing a YouTube dream, right? Wanting to share mysteries.
So the next one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have to brag on Damon a little bit more.
Really?
For this next one, we flew to Connecticut, and there was a house there on Lindley Street that was reported to have tons of hauntings, tons of activity. Yeah. So we went there on like the 50th anniversary of these hauntings. Well, it's cold, right? It is just cold. And Damon's like, let's get some footage of what the neighbors say now.
About the houses, right. Let's go door to door, knocking on doors.
Yeah, and I'm obviously the timid one, and he just starts going up and knocking on doors and like, hi, you know.
Have you heard of the house down the street?
I'm like, oh my gosh. But you know what?
We got some.
People talked to you. So here's some footage of what, some people said.
I'm just saying because finding
that guy was great.
It was great.
Furniture floating in the midair.
Clearly 966, flip one number upside down and 666.
But it's like you can't make this thing up.
Those guys are great.
Those guys were great, and we got some other ones.
Yeah, we got other ones too. If you want to, I tell you what, if you want to watch a really good one, watch that one. I can't remember which episode it was. We should have wrote down which episodes these were. We went back through and we're picking some each.
Right. That was the Lindley Street.
And that was the Lindley Street, and it was 50 years to the day. Right. And I'm trying to be all like, I don't know, reporter style. And I'm out in front of the house on the road. And I'm dressed in my black jacket because that's what she had me in back then. Right.
Yeah. And you interviewed a gentleman that said he was there.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm standing in the middle of the street. And it took us 20 takes because cars kept coming. I kept having to move.
Right.
And I'm standing in the middle of the street and I'm going, I go like this. I go, it all happened here on this quiet street.
Honk.
Okay, do it again. It's like, and there's the house. It's kind of goofy, but it's really good information.
It is great. It's a great episode.
And I had learned how to talk. Right, I was talking much better.
It was great. But I remember too when I'm filming, and we finally think, okay, we're going to get a good take, right? This is the one. And a woman walks by me with her dog, and she's like, "What are y'all doing out here?" And I'm like, right in front of the camera. I was like, oh, I wish
we're summoning the demons back out of the house to chase your dog.
I wish we would have kept those outtakes, right?
Yeah.
So are you going to share the intro one on that?
Yeah, I do. I want to do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, those intros were pretty cool.
Yeah. So through the last 2 years, as we've been trying to figure this out, we have been trying to put together really catchy intros to what we do. We're thinking like Unsolved Mysteries, Dateline. Yeah. And obviously way too long. I like the intro now on the new channel, Vel Arcana. Really quick, and it just gets to the point.
Right.
But anyways, so here, let's see. I'll pull this up.
This is the way we used to intro, I guess. Is that right? Yeah. So, also, hello to those of you. Leah, hello. Simon, hello.
Here we go. This is one of the intros we had back in the day.
I love that tree, though.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So Lindley Street, there you go. It was season 3, episode 9.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So then, and I saw a couple more people join. Thank you so much if you're joining and commenting. I see
Yeah, for sure.
Christy,
Yeah.
Susan Dahmer has joined. Thank you. We love you and appreciate you all. A
Yeah.
lot of what we're doing right now is because we do love you and we do appreciate you.
Yeah, that's why. That's what we're doing.
The next video that we're going to...
Why else would I embarrass myself?
Right. So the next video Damon's going to pull up was Psychic Justice. And for this one, we actually got to interview I was going to say a name brand psychic. What is that even? A big name psychic,
She was
Noreen
great,
Rainier.
yeah.
She was wonderful, who helped solve a double homicide. It was super interesting to be able to talk to her.
So this is the intro to that episode.
Oh, yeah.
Psychic Justice, and it's really cool. I think the intro speaks for itself. If you want to see it, I think it's in season 4.
I think so.
It's pretty this
Yeah.
and this one here. It's not cringe. It's quick. It's pretty detailed. The information's spot on. I totally recommend you checking it out.
Yep.
Just before 10 p.m. on May 15th, 1986, in a small home just outside of Albany, New York, a home invasion robbery ended with an elderly couple dead. Well, 2.5 years later, and over 1,000 miles to the south, a woman in a meditative state found herself experiencing those very same murders as if she were the victims.
That was a great intro. Oh, yeah, and then look at that. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like how you did that intro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that
was
so
good.
so that was I like that a lot because Noreen probably one of the most famous people that we've ever had on the show. She was on, I think she was on like Oprah Winfrey. Or,
Oh, gosh, she's been on tons.
she's been all
yeah.
over. She is a world renowned psychic,
Yes,
and she came on our show. Here's something cool.
that's great.
I asked her. I said, "Do you have any vibes about our success? Are we going to actually pull this off?" And she said, "I wouldn't be on your show if I didn't know you were." So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty deep. All right, so for this next one, what do you have? Don't tell Amy?
Yeah.
Why do you have Don't Tell Amy on this notes page?
So this one here, guys. I'll tell you what. If you get overly emotional, I recommend that you go get popcorn right now and you don't watch this one. Okay? Because we actually did a show on a terrorist attack. And it was amazing because a bomb went off in the middle of a school. And it killed no one except the perpetrators. And the children claimed that they had seen angels. Well, during that show, during the Amy's interview segment, Amy shared what happened one night where she saw, well, you just watch it for yourself, but she gets a little emotional here. So, yeah, here we go.
Now, my father was a very strong man, and so hearing him cry was extremely rare. And I remember thinking, Dad's hurt. And I go to run into my mom and dad's bedroom, and my mom, stops me right away, takes me out in the hall and says, "Your sister died last night." Sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
That part always gets me. So
Still gets me.
I was like, what? And in my brain, I thought, no, she just talked to me.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not going to talk about that one because it obviously still gets me. But
But you should talk about something special that we did. YouTube doesn't allow anything like terrorist stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So that's cool. They allow it if you're not monetized. And we were monetized. So I was like, okay, let's do our own commercials.
right. That was so fun.
So we actually tried to do professional style commercials. Like 15 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? You know where the commercials come in at those little breaks in the video?
Yep.
So we do our own commercials at a Mexican restaurant.
That was great.
So if you want to see that,
that was so funny.
that's a good one because you get to watch and learn a little bit about my sweetheart. And also you get to You get to see some of our creativity
Yeah.
in these silly commercials.
And our commercials were all about our Buy Me a Coffee because, we've got a lot of people on here, I think, that support us on Buy Me a Coffee. We appreciate that more than we can ever tell you. And if you were supporting us on Rope, Buy Me a Coffee, it automatically transferred to Velarcana Buy Me a
Right.
Coffee. So there's
Right.
no hiccup, and all
Right.
of it is still helping us do things like, buy books and get
and
interviews.
please consider that.
Yeah.
There's a link in the description here. If you want to support our work, and if you're like a member on YouTube, stop that and go to Buy Me a Coffee. YouTube takes 50%. I think it's actually over that with how it works out for us. Buy Me a Coffee takes 5% to handle the exchange. I think that's fair. And so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great great way to support content creators.
And you can also support us by buying some merch, checking out our merch. We get some pretty cool stuff.
Yes, we do.
All right, so
So is this the last video?
this is
yeah,
the
okay.
last video.
So
yes.
this one that we are going to share with you real quick, a clip from that is from our TSO throwback series. If you've
Yeah.
been with us, Leah from way back in the beginning, Sarah, you as well. We had a True Stories Only channel that bombed and
so
rightfully
cringe. I was in white hair. I was in
outfits.
bow ties, sailor outfits. You think I talked slow in the beginning of Rope? No, I was like, and
Yeah, I think our first video on that channel was like 4.5 minutes, and we worked our asses off to get those 4.5 minutes. But anyway, the one that we're going to show a clip of is about the alcohol poisoning conspiracy by the government and the death of a musician named Bix Beiderbecke.
In 1931, one of America's most talented musicians died. He was only 28 years old. According to his death certificate, he died of low-bar pneumonia. But the truth is that he, along with thousands of other Americans, was actually deliberately poisoned by the United States government.
Wow, hasn't he improved? I'm sorry, but everybody give a round of applause. That one, I feel like he is calm. He is into a storytelling.
Yeah.
I love his patter. I think you've done a great job. So proud of you.
It's harder to do this, at least for me. Maybe you guys are all naturals, probably. But when I was a financial planner, when I got into this, I thought, how hard can it be, right? I just want to share mysteries that she comes up with. Yeah, it's hard to stare at a camera. There's no audience to play off of.
Right.
Anyway, I do think over the last, it took us about 2.5 years to get here. I think I do okay now. So.
Yeah, you do great. You do great. Welcome if you just joined us, or we can only tell if you're on if you comment. So Morgan, hello. Jane, hello. Dana, hello. I'm not sure if I said your names yet, but I'm so excited. It's like here we've got.
And we got a lot going on too. We got this brand new
All these people.
technical thing. We're trying to get videos to play in the background. Anyway, listen, we have another video coming up right after this one. Not on this channel. It's on Velarcana. I don't have the link to it, but if you'll look at, do you have the link anywhere on Rope? The page itself?
Yeah, I think
On the page itself?
I think so.
If not, you can click on any one of the videos. I think it's in any of the most recent ones.
Right.
And you can click on over to Velarcana. Tonight is an amazing video. We actually interviewed a family, and they were sucked up into a tornado. And while they were there, they felt the presence. They seen beings in their truck that helped them stay calm and kept them alive. It's an incredible story. We interviewed the family. It comes on here in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And about Velarcana, real fast, it's a little different than Rope, right? Because with Rope, we only did established mysteries. With Velarcana, well, I thought I have one of the best researchers, I think, in the world. Maybe I'm a little biased, but she's badass. So I thought, why not break stories? So over on Velarcana, we break brand new stories that you've never heard anywhere. Right? We've already got 2 stories up that have never been told anywhere else, nowhere else.
Right.
Because we broke the story. So it's pretty cool.
Yep. So make sure if you've got one that you think would be very interesting for us to share, email me, amy@rope.media.
Right.
Of course, not every story will make an episode. You know, sometimes it's, people have emailed me like, I had this one experience. It's not a full episode, but
Right.
maybe we'll call that person and say, hey, we're doing a story now on winged creatures. And way back, you said you saw something. And so, maybe
We might
we'll-
put it together
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But we're pretty picky
chime
because
in.
we're trying to provide high quality mysteries that she can validate.
Right.
She'll call police departments. I've said it before. She'll use the Freedom of Information Act to get quality information.
Right.
We try to do interviews. If we can't corroborate a story, we may not use it.
Right.
So if you see it on our channel on Vel Arcana, it's been checked out to some degree. It doesn't mean that we believe it's true or not true.
Right.
We just think that there's enough evidence to support sharing it with you.
Right. And I want to bring up hypes real quick because I know, Francis, you had commented on Vel Arcana videos like, I can't find the hype button. Well, the hype button doesn't show. So thank you for all of you who've been hyping
Right.
our videos here on Rope. Appreciate it so much. The hype button, this is YouTube's rules. The hype button shows after a channel has 1,000 subscribers and 3,000.
After it has 500 subscribers,
500,
which we
okay.
already have, and 3,000 hours.
watch time.
We're about 2 to 3 videos away from getting 3,000 hours of watch time.
Right.
So, please, if you've hyped any videos on Rope, thank you. And take that same mentality over to Vel Arcana. As soon as that hype button appears, if you really want to support us and really help us to bring more of these mysteries to you guys, that's probably the number one thing you can do.
Yeah.
Is hype the video. They only allow you 3 hypes, so as many as you want.
Right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm sorry. A lot of times I try to read the comments, but we've been talking our heads off. And JoJo MC said, what a treat. My favorite YouTubers. Aw. But we are going to go over to Vel Arcana now. We're not going live.
So let's all go over there and
watch
because the video's already started, I'm
our
sure.
video, that just dropped, right?
1 minute ago.
Well, this is not goodbye. This